Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'm the Gentleman, and welcome to another episode of the Gentleman's Pixel Club. On the PlayStation 3, we are playing a classic game, an old game, a great game, and this game is the most underrated racing game that I can ever recall, and it's called Blur. This came out on the PlayStation 3, it also came out on the Xbox. Any platform you choose to play this on, you are likely to have a really, really good time. And this is Blur. There I am on the bottom left hand side of the screen. We've adjusted the screen a little bit because this is a true widescreen game. Handle on the bottom right hand side of the screen, and this is the main menu. We're going to hit start and we're going into proving grounds right now, and we've got a choice. We've got race here again, and we've got destruction. Well, we're going to go into the first race to show you some great gameplay, some great fun that you may not have seen. Loading is a little bit clunky on this. We've got all these different cars we can pick. We're just going to pick the first car that we have, and by clunky it takes a little time to load, and as it's loading, the primary goal is we've got to get 5 lights, third bronze we get 3 lights, fan target of 900 fans, and fan run past 12 gates. You will see what all of this is as we go around this track, and I want you to think in your minds, however insane this sounds, I want you to think Mario Kart with really, really good spicy graphics. So here we go, accelerating away. I am the green car, and you basically do a rolling start, and our race doesn't start until we go over the start line, which we're about to now. This game, when I first had this, it is brutally hard, and you can look behind you by just fitting the thumbstick as I do there. It is brutally hard, but it is fun. So, we've got power-ups that we can fire. I've just shot that car there. There's things on the track that get in the way. And, really, when you look at this, you've got to think of, yeah, this is Mario Kart, but this is good Mario Kart. So what I'm doing now is I picked up a fan bonus set, and I'm racing between these lights that appear. And these lights give you, effectively, fan points, if I recall. I'm shooting missiles as well to try and get things out of the way. And, you're just going around this big oval of a track. The first one is very easy to play in gameplay in terms of how it works, but the tracks get a little bit spicy, they get a little bit harder as you do. I've got fans, I've earned 229 fans there. I think the bonus was it actually wanted me to hit 900, so I'm going to have to do it again and again and again as you go around. I'm shooting at the moment by collecting those little diamond type things. That's a mine that I can drop there, and it's all coming back to me. It's been a long while since I've played this, but this is fun. And again, we are playing on the PlayStation 3. That's a boost, as you can guess by this, but the graphics, although you're not looking at cartoon Mario Kart graphics, you are essentially and absolutely looking at Mario Kart type gameplay. I've got my finger firmly on the accelerator as I'm racing around this track. I'm in position 6. I can't even see how many laps we've got left yet. There we go, it's 2 of 3, so I've got every chance of getting ahead a little bit. But the graphics are so, you get this lovely sort of Mad Max type mess everywhere, combined with this future Neo wreckage. This to me, if you think of films, apologies about my phone beeping there. My phone always beeps in videos. If you look at games like Cyberpunk and things like this, this kind of graphics would have worked very, very much in that game. And by some miracle, I am actually in second place at the moment. So I'm using the boost to get myself ahead. And there's a fan bonus there as well. Need to avoid that red thing because that is going to get me killed, and the fans go up, I believe, when you're in first as well. So although I've gone through some of those arches, I think we're seeing them increase just a little bit as we work our way through these levels, and those are some kind of weapons that's been put on the track there. And I'm now back in 4th place, but it looks like those weapons have actually slowed. And where the hell did that truck come from? Everybody down. And I finished 4th and failed. So I wasn't thinking, I was looking at the fans thinking, hey, I'm doing quite well for myself, we are going to get first, but the event failed. So we're going to hit retry and try again. But you know what, let's pick the Chevrolet, I believe they're pronounced. I don't know, I'm not very good at pronunciations of cars, because for me, all I need is a car to get me from A to B. I don't need to pronounce any fancy names. It is an oval track set in Barcelona Oval, the speedway, and we're just literally back in it, so we're going to rinse and repeat this. But this game gets really hard. I will show you the more levels. We will get through some more levels on this game as well. We're not going to leave it at this. We are absolutely not going to leave it at this. But this game gets hard. So I switch view here. You've got effectively a front view there, back view there, and you know, two types of view. You've got the thumbsticks where you can look behind you as well. You've not seen me make much use of those, but that was worth just showing on the beginning of the level so you could see what other controls are available to you. I don't know how easy this game will be to pick up now, but if you can get hold of a game, if you've got a system that it will work on, go for it. You know, oh shit, I went straight into the weapon there. Go for it. You know, your hands will be tired at the end, your hands will be clammy at the end, and you will think, by the beard of God, you know, what have I just played? And you know, I didn't actually make it very far through the game. If you're like me in terms of, you know, sometimes my gameplay isn't the best, but you can really have fun doing this. You know, the graphics are also really catching, and I know that is subject to opinion, but to me, you know, that they're really impressive. You know, the visuals just make you want to play more and more and more. They can be frustrating though, so on some of the later levels you do find yourself whipping around, not whipping around, maybe that's not the right word to use, but bouncing around the tracks. I'm thinking, okay, where do I go? So I'm just doing some missiles here. Everything I do gives me points. You know, you saw that give me some points for a long range hit, and it might only be 15 points at a time, but as I say, points do make prizes. And with this game, you know, I want to come in first place. I was so near, I was absolutely so near last time we played, and I screwed it up. But here we are, we're in second place, and we still have one whole lap to go. So if I can focus on getting green things like that boost to move myself as far forward as possible. When you hit weapons, oh, I tried to cheese it and go around the edge. When you hit weapons and devastation on tracks that people have done, you know, you might just be able to get through. But stupidly, I am now back into 5th place because, you know, I was trying to pay attention, but it just didn't work out well for me. Let's avoid that one, bounce off that, get some repairs. Alright, 4th place. Come on. We've got those 3 cars in front of us that we need to pass. It shouldn't be that hard. We were very lucky that one of those cars got taken out by a missile that hit. And oh my fucking God, we might do this. We might do this. Come on, first place. Look at this. Is that the finish just around the corner? Please be the bloody finish, because you know something bad is going to happen. Oh no, there's still more track. Okay, let's go for that. And we're going to go for the finish. We are hitting those accelerating things as we go through these devastation that we've got, and shit, it's all going to pot, and mother God, we're 5th again, or whatever we were. We have not wrecked this, but you see how bad it goes. So allow me please to have one more go on this. You know, I can be so much better at this. I know I can. It's been a while, but what hell? Who can we do? We need something fast. Alright, let's do the Dodge Challenger. You know, I've already got effectively to the 3rd stage in this game with playing it. You know, I don't need to be where I am at the moment, you know, on these levels. So we're just waiting for it to load. It's going to go in again, and we are going to do our best to come anything but, you know, I want 1st, 2nd or 3rd. You know, preferably the higher the better. But, you know, I want 1st, 2nd or 3rd. You know, it was untenable, the shit gameplay I gave you. And I'm renowned for shit gameplay. But on a game where I thought I was actually going to be okay for this. But hey, you've got a visual treat. You know, you've got something good to have a look at. Even if we don't do well, I think the sensible thing for us to do is going to be to actually pop onto one of the other tracks that we've done. Because, you know, I want you to consider this, you know, not a lesson on how to play games. Fuck, I never give lessons on how to play games, because, you know, I can be appallingly bad at games. But I want you to think of this as a visual treat this is a retro game. You know, you can't say it's not a retro game. You know, it's not as old as the Spectrum or the Commodore things that we've done. But, you know, this channel is about, you know, old games, and this absolutely fits into that category there. So I've managed to get one of those lightning storm things there that I've hopefully the other enemies will go into those and not me. I don't know whether I'm immune to them in terms of if I put them down on the map, am I immune to them? But, you know, did you see that car just blowing up somehow to the left of me? I have a way when I play these games, and it's not the best thing to be doing, but you know, I'll find myself when I get one of the weapons, I'll be firing it automatically a little bit fire and forget, because you know, you want to get further. And I managed to go through both of those boosts. That is shit. That was shit bad. So you know, I have not had a great day today. I went to do some barbecuing a little bit earlier on, and God, I see that there's something behind me and I don't know how to get past it. You get warning of it, but you don't know how to deal with it. There must be something I can do, or I can't remember. Yes, I've had a shit day. You know, I was going to do a barbecue, and God decided that, gentlemen, there will be no barbecuing for you and your missus today. You know, the rains are going to open up as soon as you start doing this. And lo and behold, you know, we got the barbecue out. They did. So there I was, barbecuing in the rain, and to all intents and purposes, the bloody neighbours, if the neighbours were looking out, you know, they're going to think, oh, we're on crack cocaine or something like that. You know, why, oh why would people be barbecuing in the rain? You know, I know we're British, and you know, and I have the most wonderful barbecue that you can get, but you know, you do not need to barbecue in the rain. So we need that boost coming up there. It got you, and we need to somehow get past this car. Oh, we're doing okay. I look like I'm on fire. I really look like I'm on fire with the front of the car. Oh, there's a boost there to the left. We need to get that one. And if I can just grab all these boosts, if I can grab every single boost, we might be able to hold third somehow. Oh shit, we got second. We didn't hold third. We got a second. So this is us finally completing a race, and this is Blur. So you know, we've done what we didn't get everything we needed to get here, you know, but we've done enough, and it's going to be happy with us. So we're then going to look at the next track. So continue. So we've earned 795 fans, you know, fan status 2, and it builds up a little bit. So here we go. We're going to do race for this, and I've got a little triangle there. Well, I've got a triangle. I don't know why it's got the triangle. Is it because of the car I was using? Who knows? Okay, so we're going to pick. We're going to go to the Land Rover. I think it was a Land Rover. We haven't played the Land Rover before, and we're going to try this one. So this is another race, and the track looks like that mess that you've got there. And trust me, that's not an easy track. But really, you haven't got Peaches, you haven't got Kong, you haven't got anything else like this. But this really does feel like a Mario Kart type game you're playing, but with far more intense graphics. And you know, it is wholesome fun. It really is wholesome fun. So this Land Rover, it feels very different to play. You know, steering it feels like, it's hard to describe it. It feels heavy. It feels top heavy and sort of drifty. You know, you can really feel the difference. And I have no idea what that weapon is that I've just pushed, but you can really feel the difference when you play. You can actually drop weapons as well. You know, so if I hit that and I hit, there's a button that, there you go. If I hit basically the north button of the, oh dear God, I was trying to, I couldn't steer then. If you hit the north button on the controller of all the buttons, effectively, imagine them in north, east, south, west, that does drop whatever weapon you're currently carrying as I go into another weapon and get overtaken by another Land Rover. So we have to look on the positives here. It cannot get any worse. You know, I've already got, you know, the lowest that I can get. So let's hit fire again. That is definitely some kind of shield, and that is probably what I needed. If you remember, I'm braking and I'm turning and I'm learning. If you remember on the earlier level that we had, where we had the little red flashing thing behind us, which indicated that we were about to hit. If I had one of those white shield things, I probably would have been okay. So all those lightning things are probably my explosions that I've caused there. Let's drop a mine behind you as well. And it looks like they dissipate, they disappear by the time you get to them. And I have just headed into the main pack as I try and swing this round, bounce off the corner, bounce off everywhere. And I kind of find myself leaning in turns. Why in racing games do you lean into turns? It's a very odd phenomenon, but you know, people do this. Alright, I can't remember what that is, so let's just hit that. Oh, that was pretty. That blew everything away from me. So we're on lap 1 of 2. Dear God, this is a long lap, and we're only 12th place. You know, we might be able to get a little bit further through here. So there's me shooting away all the missiles again, and oh, look at that plane as it flies overhead. And this is it. Look at this. We got cars to our left, cars to our right. we've got cars everywhere, and sometimes it's a little bit difficult to see where you need to go here, and I've cheesed that a little bit by using a car to help me turn by banging into the side of it. But oh dear God, this is strenuous. This really is strenuous. It feels, as I say, like a Mario game when you're playing it, but a lot more stressful than a Mario game. But you've got the pretty graphics. You've got the graphics that belong, and I think the graphics belong in Need for Speed when you have a look at what's going on here. But no, this works, and this works really well. And we are somehow in 4th place. I don't know how we're in 4th place, or whatever that is. That's turn 2nd place. Okay. We need that. Yes, I remember that one that blows them out of the way. I should have done it a little bit earlier, but we might be able to make some ground as we go through that wreckage. And we were lucky. We were so lucky. That car in front of us hit that bomb, avoiding us having to hit the bomb. All right, so we've got a shield on now. We have a shield now, so we are not necessarily going to be okay as I try and fight the corner and turn the corner, but we were in a position where things couldn't hit us, I do believe. Alright, so let's grab that mine. Let's try and get in front of somebody and get rid of you. No, I might have missed that, but look, we're in a cluster of cars. If they can all get wrecked and we can do a lot of damage can happen to others, we might be able to work our way through this pack, because it's the leaders that are taking themselves out. So 7th, we are really fighting for 6th place here, and I don't know where the finish line is. But if we lean into cars and use them to steer, shit, it slowed us down too much, and we ended up trapped a little bit. And the battle absolutely continues. I could have done with that weapon that he had there. We're stuck in 7th, and did you see that missile came towards us? You could see it in your rear view mirror. That looks like the back windshield is now actually cracked on here. So yeah, this is ultimate fun to be had. This is Mario Kart with much better graphics. Oh dear God, look at that car fly there. What the hell is that one on? Alright, so let's get 7th, and we've got to be near the finish. We ain't gonna finish this, and there's a lot of damage to my car as well. So turning is really hard, and if I can see the angle, yeah, look at that. My wheels are wrecked. The tyres are gone on there. So we've crawled over the line in 7th. So what do we have to do? We are going to pick this track again. We failed. We're going to do a retry. We're going to pick this track again, and we are not going to have the Land Rover. Sorry, Land Rover owners. Sorry, farmers. No, we're going to have something that might have that has good grip though. No, we're going to go for the Dodge. We're going to have something that might just get us through and hang on to the bloody edges of the track. But sheer God, that was tough getting around some of those corners, ladies and gentlemen. That generally was tough. So here we are, Amboy, Route 66. We're in an airfield again. We're going to be doing the rolling start, and we need to make good progress. At least this car isn't going to feel so sort of top heavy and drifty, and it will work to some extent that at least I'm not going to lose time as I crawl around corners unable to do anything. So here we are, 19th place. We're probably already doing better than what we were before, but I just love the visuals on this. It's just so captivating. And again, playing this on it drags a lot more. It doesn't grip as well as the other. We're playing this on a PlayStation 3, a long shot hit Revenge 30. Don't know what that means. Must be someone that tapped me before. We're playing it on a PlayStation 3. You can play this on an Xbox as well. It never came out on anything else to my knowledge. And this was one of the great games that is often not spoken about. And another one from this era that we will play. There was a series of games that came out, and they were originally not quite competition, because nothing ever it was as good as it, but they were kind of in competition with Grand Theft Auto, and it was a set of games called Driver. And the first Driver game that came out was absolutely awful. The opening level to test that you could control your car was probably one of the hardest levels you can. I missed that spanner to give me a power. Was probably one of got the fans, which was the hardest levels you can ever imagine, where you had to do all sorts of maneuvers to even be allowed to play the bloody game. Well, Driver had another game, Yes, it's a shield. It is definitely is a shield. Driver had another game that came out that was absolutely awesome, and it was Driver San Francisco. And I missed the hoops, so the fan run failed. And Driver San Francisco, if you ever watched a TV series called Life on Mars, you know, you got to trust me on this. It's very close to the video game, if it ever existed, of Life on Mars, on what would it have been in terms of there's a very surreal story that was going on, but the soundtrack was great. You know, it was set in the 70s, if I recall. I'm sure it was the 70s, and you could essentially warp out of your car into other cars. Absolutely brilliant, absolutely cracking game. And you know, Ubisoft, for some reason unknown to them, they don't like people to play that game anymore. You can't buy that game anymore. You can't download that game from any digital stores anymore. The chances are it's probably something to do with rights. I suspect it very is to do with rights. But that was one of the great, and this is music rights that are in the game, but that was one of the greatest games that was ever made that you just can't play anymore. And this is the problem with the world of games at the moment. You know, we live in a world where all the games that we have, you know, are mostly digital downloads. And what I mean by this is you can buy a disc and you can install it, but you know what? It's going to install a massive update when you download the game. It's then going to install God knows what else. You know, you might even only have the first couple of levels or on the disc, which some people have done in the past, and you know, you don't really own the game. Oh, that was a nice bit of flying I did. You know, you don't really own. Oh, look at that! I took him out. You don't really own the game. You know, you just have effectively a license to play the game as long as the people around you want you to play it. And this is why digital games, you know, are going to be a problem in the future, and they're going to be lost. They're going to be lost in the annals of, you know, history at some point. So when you get to, you know, my ripe old age, and you know, you want to do a retro channel, there's going to be things like on the PlayStation and the PlayStation 4 that you are not going to be able to do. And I would argue that the PlayStation, let's grab that shield, the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox, that particular era, were the last lot where you could really own full copies of the game before the digital marketplace kicks off. And I want to reflect on PC gaming as well. Years and years ago, I was completely against Steam. I absolutely hated Steam because, you know, I wanted to own, you know, the physical copies of games. You know, I was very much into Football Manager and that ilk of games, and you know, because everybody who likes football, everybody is a couch Football Manager and thinks they know better than everybody else. And yes, it's a simulation, yes, it's a game, but the original Football Manager came out on the ZX Spectrum. But I was into that, and I would spend my time hunting down the physical copy so that I could install it, and then I would apply the patches whenever I needed to reinstall. And I wanted to be, and this is the key thing here, I wanted to be in control of the game that I was playing, the game that I was installing, because if you're not in control of that, you know, you don't particularly own it. And with those digital copies I was, as I'm making a complete hash up, so with those physical copies I was, as I'm making a complete hash up of my speech and this level. But you know, the games are not like that anymore, and that's a crying shame. So yeah, this is why the PS3, the Xbox, games like you see now are true retro games in my opinion, because you know, you can hold the disc, you can play them, but we're moving to a point where some of these later games, if we go forward a couple of decades, I think it's going to be very unlikely that the retro version of you that's playing the games, you know, that you consider current today, you won't be able to play them. Anyway, we've failed that event, so we're going to do continue, and I think we've got one more map unlocked. So, you know, we've got a few more fans and everything else like that. I want to show you this because oh, we've unlocked look, we've unlocked lots of things. Okay, this might have just improved our chances from being bad. So what's this? Destruction at Brighton.
Simply put, this is all about wrecking cars. Pick up both power-ups and use them to wreck as many cars as you can. You'll earn points for hits, but more for wrecks. There are 3-point targets to aim for. Higher point targets will earn you more lives. You gain extra seconds for every car you wreck. Watch out for defensive moves from other cars. Alright, go get them.
Okay, so looks like this is some timed destruction thing that we're doing. It's giving us an extra car, so we might as well pick that car. to use. I have no idea what to expect. I sat back and let the lady talk so you could hopefully hear what she was saying. You at least saw the visuals if you didn't. And we've got this track that we're going round here, because I know that that's always last on the menu, and you know we've got to destroy as many others as possible. And it looks like, for those of you that care, we are in Great Britain, we are in the United Kingdom here, you know, and we can drive like Brits, which is probably going to be very, very badly. So destruction, destruction, destruction. All right, so I need that. Here we go. Oh, look, points for doing shots. Okay, and I missed those points. Need to figure out what we need to do. I'm just against. Right, that was me hitting the thumbnail there. I think we're just against drone cars. All right, yeah, it seems to be drone cars, which I'm completely missing. Alright, so let's get that boost there. We've got the fan service thing for us to go through here. We're absolutely against drone cars. I've hit one of there at that point. Fuck it, I wrecked the fan thing as well. Smashing through the traffic lights. Yes, this is definitely United Kingdom where we are. Trying to get some points, and I think I needed 20 points for bronze. I need a missile. I need a missile. Give me a missile. Alright, these shots have got to be on target. Damn it, 2 seconds. Oh, and I missed, and I failed. We're going to give that a go again. That was fun. This now feels like I'm playing Burnout Paradise. You know, it feels like it's a mission in Burnout Paradise. Right, let's go back to the Ford Focus, because the Ford Focus, you see lots of Ford Focuses in the UK, and you know we'll give that another shot. And if we can get the fan run as well, that will help us. But now I know what we need to be doing as we whip around Brighton, causing destruction while the fireworks go off. And are those fireworks for the Queen's Jubilee? Because in England we have a Queen and it's her Jubilee soon. I don't know. So here we go. Accelerate, accelerate, accelerate without dilly-dallying around. And we need to collect those missiles. We saw those cars appear in front. Let's get more missiles. So lots more missiles for those. Look, 12 points already. We only need to get 4 more points, I think it is. And we've actually improved or equaled what we were before. Oh, and I forgot to say, because we never did this before, you can collect multiple power-ups as I've got there now. I'm sure you could do that on the other game. I just forgot about it because I used to use them all the time. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Got you. Good, 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 good. Alright, so 22 points. We are now Mr. Bronze. We are Mr. Bronze. We had to get through 12 fan gates, I think it was. It wanted us to do. Couple more cars done. Oh, we got a few more fan points there. Smashed into that barrier a little bit hard, but look at 20 seconds, and if we can do a little bit more damage to our little friends here, we will get perhaps we will get 40 points. Come on, couple more. Yes, 42 points. We are not gonna necessarily. Oh, hang on, our time is going up. Oh, I clearly didn't listen. Our time is going up as we play. So, you know, as I hit these little chaps and chapesses who are driving around, you know, we're getting more points. Oh, dear God, come on. I got one more point. I think I've got to get to 60, which is going to give us gold. Is it going to give us gold? 7 seconds, come on. Oh, you utter shits. We're going to run out. Oh, 40 points. I think we needed one more point for the gold. But hey, that was fun. And I don't recall seeing that before. Alright, so here we go. Brighton, destruction. Enough destruction. Okay, what else is going to happen now? Continue. So we've earned a few more fans. And because we've done okay, we will move on to the next level. We have to play the next level because we've earned it together as we've been on this journey, and we're going to LA now. And again, as I say, this is Blur, and Blur is a great game. Blur is Mario Kart old, but Mario Kart with updated graphics, and you know the gameplay feels just like it. We're just not playing in the land of cartoons. So we're at LA Docks, and we're going to go again. And what we're going to do, we are going to keep playing. We're going to keep playing this game until we fail. And when we fail, that's going to be, okay, no more gameplay for us because, you know, we're out of time. We've failed, we've wrecked it. But every time we complete a level and we move forward, we owe it to ourselves We owe it to YouTube to give YouTube content to be able to do this, and we're now racing. In my mind, I was looking for missiles, but no, we're racing. We are racing, and we are having fun. All right, let's see whether we can get another. Oh, I have been here before. It's been a long while. I do vaguely remember it from a long time ago. These containers. Ah, shits. Alright, okay, so we're in, how we're in second place, I don't know. I really don't know. Alright, okay, so where is it? Oh, look at all that rain. Look at that water effect. You know, maybe you're going to think I'm on drugs. Maybe you're going to think I am not well in the head. But, you know, this game, you know, wouldn't feel out of place on, you know, one of today's current gen consoles. You know, it really wouldn't. Oh, smash. Did he? Oh, no, I didn't miss him. Right, but we're in second place. You know, we're doing okay. But shit, look at that. There is a lot of laps to do. There is a lot of laps and a lot of gameplay to be had here. Brake. Okay, put that on. I've got a feeling something's going to come and shoot me from behind. Let's put those missiles on. Okay, is he going to hit it? Did he go through it? Okay, but that answers the question. Can we go into our own lightning storms when we do it, that I asked a little bit earlier on where I said they dissipate? The answer is absolutely, clearly yes. Oh, you twat. That got me killed, so we had a little bit of a restart. Fortunately, I'm just in front of everybody else, although I've just been missiled there, so you can have that. You saw how quickly it all goes wrong. You know, I'm bang in fourth place now. I hit the barrier, that slowed me down too much. I got a missile up my butt, which wasn't the best experience. You know, that was an uninvited guest there. I missed the bloody repair that I was going for there. So okay, let's try and get around this corner, and I'm just hanging on to the thumbsticks, really leaning into the thumbsticks with my fingers, if that makes any sense, as I screech around those bloody corners. Yeah, there's a repair. Look, I'm as good as new now. I'm as good as new, and I'm flying. We don't want to go into that bloody pillar, which we've just passed, which I think is where we lost a lot of the work before. I fired off a missile that you saw me not need to do then, although I did aim for those two missiles, but they went wrong, and he's shooting me from behind. But haha, I am still here. Right, let's get the fan gates. Oh, missed. No, I didn't miss. Did I miss it? No. Alright, we're going to go for the fan gates. We're in second. You know, fuck it. The fan gates went the other way. The fan gates went the other way, and I screwed that up. Alright, so fan gate run ruined. Yeah, I know that. Let's hit the boost, because I see lots of things happening ahead of me at the moment. Oh, look at those missiles. We don't want that. We want a repair, and we want to bounce off there. Come on, gentlemen, come on. What? Yeah, the shield. That's a shield, and that will help us. We've got to be near the end. Yes, there is the finish, and those missiles went by us, and we've done it. We've passed that. So this is going well. So, retro games, you see me breaking and failing at. This is a retro game in my mind as well. At least I'm doing okay, but you know, my hands feel really tight. My skin doesn't feel right on them. I'm obviously clenching. I'm clenching the controller a little bit too much. So here we go. LA Doc's done. We're going to continue, because we're going to keep playing until we fuck it up. And you know, hopefully I'm not going to become a god at this game and play forever. So LA Doc's we've done. Amboy. Have we not done Amboy before? Yes, we've done Amboy there. But there's another race. Alright. Roy's Vacancy Motel. Okay. So who shall we pick? Let's go for the... No. Do I want... Oh, I don't know who to have. No, let's go for the Ford Focus, because that is doing us okay. So Roy's Rolls, if any of you know what Coronation Street is, might have served rolls at Roy's Motel. We will see. So fan run, 12 gates. Off we go again as it loads. And let's have a look at the map. Okay, yeah, so that map, is that the same map as we had before? I don't honestly remember. I really don't remember. Here we go. We watch with it open, and no, I think this is a different map, because I don't remember seeing the word cafe there. And, you know, I would have probably noticed Roy's Rolls before. Oh dear God. Look at that for a terrific start. You know, I smash into the barrier. You know, the first thing that I've got to navigate is a barrier, and I managed to, you know, whack into it right. So I've got these fan gates here, and I know that I've got a boost, but my gut here is don't do the boost. Let's do the fan gates, because I have enough trouble steering through these fan gates, you know, without a boost, without going really fast. Let's do it, because I saw the green one right ahead there, and we completed that run. You know, I wasn't necessarily going to do that. And what I like about this game as well, you can sometimes use cars, as I did there, to help you with turning. So, you know, I whacked into the side of that car to allow me to do a turn. But, you know, after all this effort, we are still, well, I would say we are still in 19th place, but we're actually in 20th place as well. And what the fuck is under that bonnet of that Land Rover? That Land Rover is going absolute hell for leather. Does he have a boost? I don't know. Right, let's shoot a missile and try and hit somebody. Hopefully that's going to travel all the way down and take somebody out as it goes round the corner into yes, we did a shunt hit, whatever that may be. We actually took somebody out. Alright, so you saw the missiles blaze by me on the right, and I'm just following the cars and looking for the fortunate chevrons that they put here that kind of shows you the way. And if I can't see the way, I'm just looking for, oh, see that plane? I'm just looking for glowy neon things that's also going to be supporting me in this journey. Right, okay, so let's shoot you. Well, okay, so I'm driving faster than my missile as I managed not to shoot anything, and that is my missile that just overtook me. I think it finally got, so I'm sure that's my, oh, look at that plane coming under there. How cool is that? Alright, okay, so yeah, I got shot a few times by something, but I'm sorry, that was worth it just to see that plane on this batshit insane game as I get shot by another missile. I get taken from behind, and I try to get to that spanner, as you saw, and I missed. So now, you know, with all this cars and carnage flying around, there was a game on the PlayStation, and oh, what the hell was it? There was a few of them. Not Mud Run. It wasn't Mud Run. It was a racing game where it was like a motocross type one, where you basically ran across the desert and stuff like that. And I think they did a snow version of it with all these cars and all the chaos goes on. You know, I'm kind of getting vibes of that as I smash into that pillar. Right, let's shoot a missile there. How do you like those apples? Is it going to hit anybody? Yeah, we got a shunt hit for 10 points, but you know, we are not going to come first. There is no way we're going to come first or second. You know, look at all this chaos and all this shit that's going on around us. Yeah, we're hammering along, and we are absolutely stuck at 19th. You know, this is going nowhere fast. All right, 18th now. Well, you know what? It doesn't really make any difference, because you know we're on the second of laps. Oh, and now we start to overtake a few things, few blind luck. But you know what? The event has passed. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. All I can do is try and cause a little bit of damage, and I'm just looking at those chimney stacks with all that fire burning in the sky. You know, the visuals on this are really, really good. Alright, so if you notice carefully, other cars, you can see what they're carrying. Look at that car to my left. You can see that he's got a spanner by his name. So, you know, you can see what power-ups, what weapons they've got as I drive straight into that and smash into that barrier. So, you know, we've gone to 17th really, really quickly. We're probably going to go to 18th as well. My car is barely controllable at the moment. You know, if we just look, oh well, it's wrecked. I was going to say, if we just look round, you're going to see that nothing much is going to happen here. So we've got a reset on the car, lovely shiny new car, but for 19th place. And you know what? After all that effort, you know, I've had brilliant fun. You know, you don't feel that you've lost out. You know, you don't feel it's been a waste of time or anything like that. You know, a lot of fun has been had. You know, the graphics, look at the rearview mirror. The rearview mirror actually works as well. So, you know, you just watch what I pass, you see it appear in the mirror. It is so cool on what they've done for this game. And, you know, we haven't even touched the surface. You know, this game is much bigger than what I'm showing. So if you like what you see, you know, you go find this game, and if you've got a way to play the game, give it a play, because you know it's really, really good fun. If you like what you see on the channel as well, and I say this isn't one of the usual videos that we do, because it's a retro game, but it's a bit newer than, you know, some of the ones that we've played. You know, please give a like, share, subscribe. It really helps us grow. When we hit 500 subs, we will be doing a giveaway on the channel. But you know, this is fun. I'm enjoying myself, and I hope that you're enjoying yourself, even though this is going to be the last part of the video, because it's going to be game over as we crawl past this finishing line in a god-awful 16th place. You know, we were doing okay-ish. You know, we started to pick up, then it crashed, then it broke. But, you know, that was fun. That was a good game to do, and this is Blur, and I hope you've enjoyed this journey. All of you, stay safe, take care. This event we failed, so it's game over from me. I'm the Gentleman. This is the Gentleman's Pixel Club, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.